Hello, good morning. Good morning to all of you. All are welcome for my fire and safety classes. This is a continuous education for fire and safety. I have already planned. Also, you may be knowing that I have already given a 10 video on general safety awareness. Now we have already started for this basic fire safety and about 16 video. Last class I have given 16 video for this basic fire safety. The continuous of this class is a 17th video. Today we are going to give you. So first one, last class which what we have discussed is what is passive fire protection system. There are fire protection system. There are two types. This I have already mentioned. One is active fire protection system and another is a passive fire protection system. Passive active fire protection system is it can do some type of a job. Passive fire protection system, it will resist a fire only for 1 or 2 hours. This is what we have discussed on last class. Today what we are going to discuss means what is a fire emergency plan and fire drill. In case of emergency, what we have to do for that, a special plan is there, that is known as a fire emergency plan. A written plan must be provided in all type of high-rise building or any other industrial premises. In case of any emergency occur, how the people are going to be evacuated or how people are knowing that thing, for that a plan must be there. So for that planning we are telling a fire emergency plan. In this plan everything will be mentioned. A basic plan drawing will be there in every floor and basic exit will be there and exit route will be shown there, so that in case of emergency people can get out from the premises as early as possible. Once they have gone to the outside, they should not just go out from the building. They must be assembled in a special place that is called assembly area. This type of planning is required for not only for the evacuation purpose, but this is main idea is that to to save the life of the people as immediately as possible. When any fire occur, they have to get out from the premises, from the building. Otherwise fire can, as I have already mentioned, that fire can come in the second stage, it's very rapid stage, so we cannot do anything. For that purpose this type of emergency plan is there, and my emergency route we have to show, and there are some rules and regulations. What is the rules and regulation means that in case of emergency the plan and its route must be knowing by every occupant. For that some fire drill has to be conducted in at least in the 6 months, in a 6 month, or in a once in a 4 month, once in a year, so that occupants will be having some type of a good idea, good knowledge, at least good information about what they have to do in case of a fire happened in their premises. And this is also a type of a legal requirement in many places also. So this is not only just for a fire only, but sometimes some explosion can occur there or any other type of emergency can occur there. On this cases like industries and other things, some explosions or anything happen, this type of emergency plan is an essential thing. See the way they are also, it has mentioned that once the emergency has occurred there, that fire alarm should be sounded. Fire alarm is an hooter. Normally wherever that has occurred there is a push button is there. That push button, what they have to do means just break the glass and push it there, so that alarm will be sound. When as soon as see this alarm, the occupants must be know that there is some emergency occurs. They must start getting out from the building. So while coming down the building, they must have always a careful that they should never use a lift in case of a multi-story building. Why the lift should not be used? Because what happens is when the fire occurs, there is a chance of a power off. When power off, the lift will not be work. So if they are coming from the lift, then what happens? They may be get trapped there. That's why that instruction must be written clearly. In case of a fire, you never should use a lift also. And another example also I can want to just show you that some people used to go, suppose the very multi-story, 15-20 story is there. The fire has happens in this 10th floor. Say, just example, at 10th floor. So then people started to go upwards because that will be more easier to perform. First floor to ground floor to 10th floor, when we are comparing for coming to ground, at 10th floor we have to get out. So they think that we will go in the up. So such should not be done there, because as we have already seen that when a fire occurs, all the smoke and heat waves, fumes, etc. will be going up only. Then that will be get trapped there. So that's why people will be trained that in case of any emergency like a fire has occurred in the multi-story building, they should come down only, not on the upwards, because all the smoke and everything will go there, and their life will be in a critical position. So that's why this type of training is also required there. That is a training. How the training is also going to give, that also I can just give you a type of example type of thing. So the complete people, suppose they are inside the room and now the fire occurred there, and then they have to act that they have to come down. But how, whether means some people may come there, some people may not come there. So in order to know that, everybody should know the alarm is a fire, and fire drill means actually fire has not occurred there, but there is purposely we are giving a fire alarm. Then once in a 6 months they have to come down through the staircase and in the assemble in that particular area. So this type of action we are doing in once in a 6 month or in once in a year. Such type of drill has to be conducted for conducted for buildings, factories, warehouses, etc. So that people will be familiar. Similarly, fire extinguisher training must be also given to most of the person, because in case of fire, at least in the emergency, they must be able to extinguish the fire. That fire extinguisher should be available in the appropriate location, and they must be able to identify which type of a fire extinguisher they have to use. So accordingly, the extinguisher which is available there, this type we have already mentioned earlier. So that's why I'm not going to repeat it again and again. So but correct appropriate fire extinguishers has to be taken and fight it if they can do it. But one more thing, that the main important thing is that they should never get trapped in the fire. If they can fight it, then it's well and good. If they cannot do it, let them come out and assemble in the assemble area. So the main purpose of this thing is that rescue or their life saving is the most important thing for this type of emergency plan. So I'm not going to, I think you got some type of idea. Emergency plan is a plan given, written by the authorities, written by the occupant for the occupants, that in case of emergency what they have to do in case of virus here. Over this route, exit route, exit marking, everything should be clearly mentioned in that emergency plan, and what are the facilities available in the fire. Like some instruction must be given there. Fire drill is an exercise which they have to conduct at least once in a 6 months or once in a year in order to get familiar with the system. So these are the two things we have discussed here. I'm not going to tell any more thing, because I will be coming with some new video on the next class. Hope that all of you got some idea about the fire emergency. If you like this video, please share it and also subscribe it. This is my request. I will be, this type of video I will be giving every alternate days, that is Monday, Wednesday and Friday in a week. Okay, I wish you all of a good day. Good day means happy, healthy, safe day. Thank you to everybody. Okay, bye.